The Game Boy Color is an interesting system for me. I got the original Game Boy for my 10th birthday. It was so amazing to get. My parents didn't have a lot of money, and getting something like that, just for me, was so special. I then, as an adult, picked up the Game Boy Advance, but the Game Boy Color was not something I really experienced. Recently, in one of my community discords, a challenge was put forth to play nothing but Game Boy Color games for 2 weeks. Not being very experienced with the system, I decided to go full in on this. One of the first games I tried was Army Men Sarge's Hero 2. Army Men Sarge's Hero 2 for the Game Boy Color is an interesting game, created by the 3DO company and released November 22, 2000 in the US and November 24, 2000 in the EU. I would classify it as a vehicle-based isometric combat game. You choose between 3 playable characters, Vicky, Scorch, and Riff. Gameplay is divided up by 3 vehicle types, air, sea, and land. Air vehicles are hang gliders used by Vicky, helicopters used by Scorch, and Osprey used by Riff. Sea is a jet ski used by Vicky, powerboat used by Scorch, and hovercraft used by Riff. The land vehicles are a motorcycle used by Vicky, APC used by Scorch, and a tank used by Riff. Controls are very good for this game. Up moves the vehicle forward, back moves the vehicle backwards, and left and right rotates the vehicle left and right respectively. The A button fires the primary weapon, it's usually a missile or a machine gun, and the B button fires the secondary weapon, which has ammo but is, from what I can tell, just a more powerful missile. To the right is a very minimal hub. The top gauge shows your vehicle armor, underneath is the enemy's health gauge, and below that shows an arrow for the mission objective direction. The bottom 2 show your primary weapon and power level, and the secondary weapon's power level and ammo. The majority of the game is objective-based, usual destroying certain objects, buildings, enemies, you get it. Although very basic, the game ramps up with the length of levels and complexity. With 30 levels total, some levels have you switching between your land and sea vehicles. The closest game comparison is the Strike series by EA. These were war games mainly focused on flying a helicopter and completing objectives. I would say any fans of those type of games would enjoy Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2. It's a very fun, vehicle-based game. So I would say that Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2 is a great game to pick up and play. Check it out any way you can. I've been Azuza, and this has been my short look into a classic game. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe below, and any comments would be appreciated. You can always catch me live on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays. Link below for my channel, and as always, have a wonderful day.